Sona is a support I've played for a very long time, but I don't play her as much anymore. Um, it seems here they increased her base health and also her base armor. They're good amounts. Any buff to Sona's stats, ever in general, um, it's always great because she's a very squishy support. Especially against people like Thresh and Draven, who can two-shot her. Let's see. Power chord. Damage changed. I'm not oh wait, hold on. If it was 8 plus 10 times her level. I'm not sure if that means that there's... I'm guessing it's probably less at earlier levels and more at higher levels or something like that. No, less. Yeah, that. Well, I'm not very good at math, but I feel like this is just an overall change. I don't know how exactly this is going to affect her. Aura Perseverance. So apparently, it wasn't fulfilling its purpose to decrease damage dealt. Well, that's a problem. Let's see, lower the duration of Aura Perseverance power chord. Okay, so the duration is less, and you can't seem to cast it more often, so that's a nerf. And then the bonus armor, natural resistance to self-heal ally reduced. Okay, so you get less from your skills. That's why they boost her base stats. Okay, and then changed aura bonus, armor, magic resistance. Okay, so the aura bonus is higher at lower levels and less at higher levels. Okay then. These are kind of buffs to her herself, but they're nerfs to her skills. I kind of see it that way. Okay, they fixed a bug where Thresh could cast Flash while casting Death Sentence. I think Death Sentence is his hook skill, if I'm correct. I think so. The thing about that, it kind of reminds me of like when you used to be able to flash while blitz grabbing. Just kind of funny. Like you grab someone and then you flash backwards into your tower. It's like they're not gonna live. I think this might have something to do with what this is. Okay, this glitch is really annoying. I remember once or twice. Well, I don't play Varus. I don't like him very much, but I do support Varus a lot because he is a very popular champion right now. And I would have times where we're just chasing the enemy. He would use his piercing arrow, miss, and because he stopped moving, he's not in range to do that one finishing auto attack. Or maybe he wouldn't miss, and there's just a little bit of health left, and he would just stop moving. Yeah, that's really annoying. I'm glad they fixed this. Looks like they have more bug fixes with Vi here. I feel like every time I see Vi in the patch notes, it's always a bug fix. Like, there's either some really huge problem, or, like, there's just something with Vi that, they're always fixing bugs. Maybe, like, I don't want to say maybe she wasn't meant to be. I mean, I like her kid. I like her. I like the champion. It's just so many bug fixes. It's kind of ridiculous. And I have, gone through the Vault Breaker bug where, like, let's say you're it's kind of like what we were just talking what I was just talking about Varus stopping, as he's aiming that. It's kind of the same thing with Vault Breaker. I've seen that, and it's just really awkward. Like, I don't understand it. Alright, and for the general champion notes, targeted wall jump abilities now check both sides of the wall for the closest location of the cursor, so players don't fail jump into a wall on the other side when they're clearly in range. I cannot tell you how many times I have fail jumped as Tristana, even though I clearly could make it over that terrain. It's kind of ridiculous. It gets me killed all the time. Like, I hate it so much. Oh my god. See, we've added targeting indicators to show how far the target is knocked back for the following abilities. Yeah, it's good to know with headbutt. If you smart cast headbutt, though, this isn't going to be useful to you. There's a lot of people I know who don't smart cast headbutt because then they can't tell when they need to, do that combo with their Q. I might start doing that where I might stop smart casting his headbutt. Let's see, Lee Sin's Dragon Rage. Yeah, with that kick, you want to know how far they're going, kind of, but I mean, because it's easy to overestimate or underestimate the range of that kick if you don't play him usually. Like if you don't play him every day. See, Poppy's heroic Poppy's heroic charge. That's well needed. You kind of want to know where you're gonna end up, how far back you're going into the enemy team, especially if you're ulting. You just want to know where you're going to be, because to land somewhere by chance is ridiculous, and not knowing at all is bad. Let's see, Vayne's Condemn. It's good to know if you'll hit them into the wall or not, whether or not you'll get your stun off. This is another skill I can imagine people probably don't put on SmartCast, though I do, because I like the split-second reaction. I've played her enough so that I can pretty much have a really good estimate of whether or not that person will be stunned. But I have gotten really, really close to it and not gotten that stun off, so this could be very useful. We've improved the consistency for abilities that behave inconsistently. Targeting enemy uses flash. Oh my god. I remember I saw this video not too long ago of this guy. He was playing Sejuani, I think, and they flashed over the wall while Volibear was mid-rolling thunder flip, and then after he flashed, the rolling thunder still pushed him back over the wall toward Volibear, and he died. It was the most hilarious thing I've seen in a very long time. Singe's Fling, again, this is kind of like Volibear's Rolling Thunder, but see, Skarner's Impale. I've gotten to a point before where I've used a skill, heard the skill go off, and then it didn't go off, and I didn't get the person because they flashed over the wall. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to try that a little bit sooner. See, Thundering Blow. Yeah, that's kind of like the opposite of Volibear Fling and Singe's Fling. It's yeah, I can imagine why these were problems. I'm glad they fixed these. As far as what they're doing here with the slow zones, I don't know. They had their slow refresh rate reduced by 2.5 seconds. So I guess if you walk toward the Lucent Singularity after you walked out of it, I guess you have to be in it for a longer period of time maybe before it takes effect again. I was kind of hoping to see Karthus Wall on here, because I remember when Karthus Wall used to take effect more than once. I'm kind of disappointed by that. It was what made it. It's not what made him the most amazing champion of all ever. No, but I would have liked to have seen that in this patch if they decided to bring that reapplying slow again. As far as the Gangplank ult, that's definitely going to be useful. People will live because of this. I know as tanks, sometimes you have to jump back into that GP ult to save someone, or to heal someone, or whatever. Whether you're a tank or support, this is going to be very useful to you. Especially people who deal with Victor's gravity field. This is kind of why Victor was so strong, is because you're likely to step in it again if you're trapped. And I don't know. I feel like this is going to be a problem for the champions who really benefited from not having that slow rate reduced. Let's see. Let's see. Lucent Singularity also applies 2.25 seconds slow to targets hit by detonation. I like that. They added an extra thing to it. That's kind of useful. See, Cogs. Voidoo's missile also applies 1 second slow to targets struck. Well, I guess that kind of makes sense. I mean, if you hit a target, you should always slow them, obviously. I mean, why wouldn't you? I'm not quite sure what that means right there. One of the things I've always seemed to complain about when it comes to this game is not having enough things to start with in the beginning. I remember when I used to buy 13 health pots or more, because I said, 13 health pots are probably better idea than to start with like boots and pots or something like that. But at least now you can buy boots and 4 pots. So imagine going bot lane and having 4 pots. I think that also helps, like, if you have a not Doran's Blade. I want to say not a dagger. Oh, a longsword. If you take a longsword, I think you can buy another health pot now. So it'll be longsword and 3 health potions. So that'll be very useful, especially if you have lifesteal runes. You're gonna have some sustain. Let's see, Doran's Ring, cost reduce. Also, yeah. So now you can start with let's see. Yeah, now you can start with a Doran's Ring or a Doran's Shield. No. Yeah, you can start with a Doran's Ring and a health potion, and let's see. I'm not sure if that also works for 40, 50, 60. Yeah, so you could go with the Doran's Shield and the health potion, I think, too. That's pretty cool. I mean, it's a different start. You're not like that extra potion's gonna help, and it kind of makes up for the fact that you can't carry more than 5 health potions now, because at least you can start with more.